What's up everybody, welcome back to the Soul Break. Thanks for stopping by my channel. So I know I haven't been posting videos lately, but I just want you guys to know that I wasn't slacking off. It's just that, I haven't been getting W's recently, and I just wanted to take a break from everything. And I also had some things to take care of, just life happens. But luckily enough, I was able to score a pair recently and wanted to do a review for you guys. Now, I did make some changes to my setup. I got a new tripod and I did get an external mic for the video. But if you don't like this new mic setup, please let me know down in the comments sections and I can just revert back to the old mic that I used to have. But let's just hope that everything works out. Now, these are the Nike Air Vapormax EVO in the collector's closet colorway. These released about a week ago, and as you can see, there's a lot to talk about. And as the name of the shoe suggests, it's supposed to be, I guess, a mashup of a lot of signature or notable Air Max models, hence the name Collector's Closet. But this shoe embodies a lot of history of the Air Max silhouette. It's just that I'm not familiar with every single model that goes into this sneaker, and I'm not even gonna attempt to act like I know what I'm talking about. I am going to talk about mostly about the aesthetics and sort of the wearability of the shoe, and maybe throw in a couple of interesting facts that I found online. So let's just dive right into the shoe. Now, as you can see right off the rip, this is a crazy pair of sneakers. Let's just start with the most notable detail, which is the silver swoosh on the side. I'm not really sure where they derive this swoosh from, but it's got this kind of opaque silver type of I would say a plasticky material. I don't think it's semi-translucent or anything like that, but it's kind of got a foggy vibe to it. And then above that, you've got that kind of black cushioning padded onto the side of the shoe. And you also see these kind of black plastic cages that kind of encages the side of the shoe. I'm not really sure if this is a derived from a different Air Max model, but it seems like a pretty cool detail. And it kind of reminds me of say the Easy 700 V3. I know they're completely different shoes, but for some reason it just kind of gives me that exoskeletal kind of vibe to the shoe. Moving towards the bottom side of the shoe, you've got this hit of orange done in this kind of fabric material. I'm not really sure where this orange comes from, but I've seen some sources talk about maybe the Air Max 180 Comme des Garçons. I'm not really sure how true that is, but it would make sense to get a small piece from that model attached to this shoe. I guess the coolest detail on this side of the shoe is probably this this kind of moon crater detail, and this is actually from the Air Max 90 moon landing model. And what I've noticed is that I think they used basically the same exact material. This kind of has the holographic effect to it, I guess. And I've checked for reflectivity, but I've seen on pictures online that this is kind of reflective when you flash your light against it. But I don't know, I haven't been able to kind of pull out that effect to the fullest, but you can see all the kind of the moon crater details alongside this kind of added patch on the side of the shoe. So it's a really cool detail, I think. And here you see that kind of fake animal fur type of material here stitched onto the side of the shoe. I'm not really sure where that comes from either, but I could assume that it's from one of those Comme des Garçons collabs. You can probably look it up, but I try to do my research. It's just that multiple sources say different things, so I'm not 100% sure, but just take whatever I say with a grain of salt. Moving towards the front of the shoe, you've got this kind of really crisp white I guess some sort of mesh material for the toe box. You don't have any like perforation holes or anything like that. And then here on the front area of the shoe, you've got that leather patch for the toe cap. And then on the toe cap, you also see another layer of silver. I guess it's some sort of like plastic material. What I've noticed is that this part is actually 3M reflective. So once you flash your light against it, you'll be able to see that kind of reflective effect. And basically towards the top of the shoe, you got this kind of silver leather patch here, kind of holding down the laces, and you also see the rounded black laces factory laced onto the shoe. And you got some sort of like holes in the patch here. And I think this part isn't 3M reflective. It is a kind of like a shiny leather material here, but I don't think it is 3M reflective. And what's really crazy is that the tongue is a culmination of like different Air Max details. Here you see this like on the white mesh tongue, you see that kind of volt green or yellow Nike swoosh here. And then you see this kind of rubber detail with the, I guess it's supposed to spell out Vapormax. And I think I've seen this like logo on like other Vapormax models. And then you also see the top of the mesh tongue, you see that Nike logo done in this kind of black plastic material attached onto the mesh part of the tongue. And then it is also lined with that kind of black fabric material here. And on the medial side, it really gets crazy on the medial side as well. Basically that you see that same silver swoosh on the side. It's just that you get a different color scheme as well as like design cues on this side of the shoe. For instance, like the plastic cage that we saw on the other side is done in this kind of bright silver material, and then the mesh padding is also done in that kind of shiny silver color. And then here you also see a layer of that kind of like, I wouldn't say volt green, I think it's some sort of light green or lime green type of color attached onto the shoe. And then I think probably my favorite part of the shoe is this kind of fighter jet type of detail with like the shark teeth detail here, done in this like cream type of leather with some like details in deep navy and burgundy red. And I can say for sure that this has been derived from the Air Max 90 Warhawk model. I wasn't familiar with the model, it's just that I looked it up and it seems like a really cool and coveted piece in terms of collecting Air Maxes. And I think they did a really good job of like adding this detail onto the shoe. What's also interesting is that I think they took the sort of the logo from the Air Max 95 OG and kind of attached this like plastic tab onto the sort of I guess you could say the midsole area of the shoe. It's outlined in this kind of black plastic material, and then you've also got this for the midsole, you got this like black I guess some sort of foam material or rubber material, and that it reads support flex. I wouldn't say like there's a lot of tech in this model, but I guess that is the sort of like the tech that they used for this particular shoe. And on the back side of the shoe, what's really interesting is that here you've got like this really supple white leather with, you know, these kind of holes for perforation. And then on the ankle area, you also got that EVO branding done in that black plastic material. And then for the heel pull tab, you've got this Vapormax text written in silver on this black leather patch. And then here you also see that silver plastic material extending towards the back of the ankle area. And then you can see that Nike branding kind of engraved into that plastic, and then you can see that it is that kind of like traditional Nike text or like the classic text. And then what's really cool is that they have this kind of I would say like elephant print. I want to say it's probably derived from one of those like Air Max animal packs or whatever, but I can't say for sure. But it is kind of that elephant print type of material done in this grayish leather. And then you can also see this blue plastic Nike Air heel counter in the middle of that leather detail. And then you also see on the heel area of the shoe, you see that Nike branding in black plastic, and then you see kind of like layers of rubber or foam here on the heel area. And then obviously, I guess like the most obvious detail on this shoe is this the Vapormax air bubble used as the outsole of the shoe. And you can see kind of this like winding detail to provide traction. And what's really interesting is that you got this kind of like greenish or yellowish kind of traction pods attached onto the outsole. And what's interesting is that this part is actually glow in the dark. So if you kind of light this thing up with your UV lamp, you'll be able to see the glow in the dark effect. I'll post a video or like a photo for you guys to see in the thumbnail so that you can see the glow in the dark effect more clearly. Now let's move on to the other side of the shoe. Let's move quickly because this video is getting really longer than it's supposed to be. So I'm gonna skip the details that we saw on the other side of the shoe. Basically, it's the same design. It's just that you've got some other design cues or different like materials used on the shoe. For instance, I think this yellow like corduroy material is derived from the Sean Wotherspoon 97s. I think I read online that collab is part of this shoe as well. And then I think my online source said that this snakeskin material is from the Air Max 98 snakeskin model, and it feels really nice. I think Nike did a really good job of adding this kind of leather patch to this model. And then here on the midsole area, you've got that Nike Air detail done in the plastic. I think you see these details on a lot of other Air Max models. And what's really noticeable is that on the back, the heel tab, you got that Nike Air branding done in this red plastic material. And on the outside of the shoe, you've got that kind of camo leather patch attached onto the lower part of the shoe. I'm not really sure where this camo pattern is derived from, but if you know where this is derived from, please feel free to share your ideas or opinions down below in the comment section. I would really like to know where it's from, because I'm pretty sure it's from like some kind of hyped up model from the past. And basically the outsole is the same deal with the glow in the dark details. Now, I rarely show you guys the boxes for sneakers unless they're really interesting. And as you can see, the box for this model is just out there. It's crazy. It's just as the shoe is like a culmination or like a collage of different Air Max models. The box for this particular sneaker is also a collage of different Air Max related boxes. As you can see in the middle, you see that red typical Nike box. And then I think the silver box is supposed to be from like the Air Max 95 OG. And I guess this outer part is some sort of classic Air Max box. I can't really name which one, but I think I've seen this type of box in in like Nike stores before. And then this white box with the silver swoosh or whatever it is from like the Vapormax boxes. I'm not really sure. I can't name all the boxes, but you get the idea that this is just like a mashup of different boxes related to the Air Maxes. So here is the side of the box. And yeah, once again, I mean, if you can name every single box or Air Max model that went into this sneaker, please feel free to leave a comment below. I would really love to know, you know, the entire history of this sneaker. So anyways, yeah, that's basically it for today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry I was away for quite a bit, but I guarantee you that I'll be posting more videos soon, because I've got another pair sitting around in my room, and I also have a very important pickup coming up really soon. So, you know, stay tuned for more videos, and if you enjoyed watching this video, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps me and my channel grow. And I really want to communicate with you guys through the comments, so feel free to leave me a comment if just about anything. So anyways, yeah, that's basically it. Thanks for watching.